Do force measurement. Force is defined as energy that causes an object to change its velocity. When the force is applied on an object, the object moves from a state of rest. The vector quantities of force are magnitude and direction. Force measurement is not only used in physics. Force measurements are also used to calculate in buildings, roads, bridges, machines, and many more. Here are some ways on how you can do force measurement. Force sensor. A force sensor is a device that is used to measure the vector quantity of force. The force sensor is able to measure the direction and magnitude of a force based on the change of the object's size, shape, and motion. For the force sensor, newtons are used in order to comply with the SI, International System of Units, system. Force meter. A force meter is another device used to measure the force an object has. Like the force sensor, the force meter also gives the measurement in newtons. Force meters are typically made of a spring or rubber bands. These are used to measure the mass and the gravitational pull of the object. There are a lot of force meters that are available in the market, but the most common one used today are the digital force meters. Force gauge. A force gauge is an instrument that is used in conducting a push or pull test so that the force can be measured. There are two types of force gauges, the mechanical and the digital. This tool contains a load cell that is used in converting force into electrical signals. The force gauge then translates the voltage found in the load cell to a value that will be displayed on the instrument. Force transducer. A force transducer is an electrical device that is used in converting one type of energy into another. There are many types of transducers that are available. The force transducer measures static and dynamic tensile and also compressive loads without any displacements. Manual measurement. If you do not want to spend money on any of these gadgets, you can build your own force gauge measurement apparatus. All you have to do is to get a spring, like the ones used in force meters. Hook the spring to the object that you want to measure and pull the other end of the spring. The height of the spring when stretched is said to be proportional to the force that was applied on the object, but the spring's weight should be a standard. Newton's law. You can also calculate the force if you know the mass of the object and the acceleration. Force is equal to the object's mass, multiplied by the acceleration. If you are not aware of the acceleration, you can get it by measuring the change in speed and dividing it by the change in time. These are some of the ways on how you can do force measurement. Using Newton's law is the most ideal way of measuring force for students. The other instruments are mostly used by professionals in different fields.